Hi friends, it's your buddy Matt, the global ergonomist and ergo coach. Welcome to another strong Qigong here on the Intracoastal Waterway outside of beautiful St. Augustine, Florida, my hometown. Today we enjoyed a class we're calling Opening and Closing the Door. We started out with gathering the Qi. From there we went into opening the door and then closing the door. From there we went into the high kick with heel and we finished up with bathing in the fountain from Tai Chi. Hope you find it interesting. Remember, we always start with our visualization and breath work, starting with sharpening the mind on the stone of the breath, and then finishing up with blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, the cauldron of the mind, and the cauldron of the body. As always, we hope you join us again and again for these classes. Don't forget to hit the like button, the notification bell. Don't forget to subscribe, share, and comment. We love having you here again and again for Strong Qigong. As always, with some deep, slow, quiet, even breaths, let's make them deep and slow, quiet and even. In through the nose and out from the mouth, in through the belly and out from the chest, in through the heart and out from the mind. And as we do, breathing deeply, slowly, quietly, and evenly, let's invite our eyes to close if you're comfortable doing so. And as you do, this gives you this opportunity to focus, to sharpen your mind on the stone of the breath, as we say in Strong Qigong. So as you continue to breathe in this manner, slow that breath down more and more, tip your autonomic nervous system towards parasympathetic branch, dilating blood vessels, slowing heart rate, all the beautiful things that happen. Then begin to focus on the breath cycle itself. Every in-breath, every out-breath, yin and yang. And as you do, extend the in-breath. That is, as you inhale deeply, and when you exhale, at the bottom of every breath cycle, see if you can squeeze a little more air out. As you do, you're lengthening that exhale. That is known as respiratory sinus arrhythmia. That's what we call it in the West. They knew it for centuries in the East, that further calms your nervous system. So continue to do so. Extend every breath at the bottom of every breath cycle. Notice how much deeper your inhale is. That follows. As you breathe in this manner, you might use our classic visualization we use in Strong Qigong. And that Strong Qigong breath and visualization is sharpening a samurai sword. You were entrusted, handed down, an heirloom sword. You were entrusted to keep it as it has been kept for centuries. And as you inhale, you draw that blade across the sharpening stone. You focus where the blade meets the stone. When you get to the end of your in-breath, you turn the blade. And as you exhale, you push the blade from you, again, focusing where it meets the stone. The end of the exhale, you turn the blade again, you inhale it towards you. Turn the blade, exhale it from you. Turn the blade, inhale it from you, or to you. And back and forth in this manner. The idea is to begin to focus on the turning of the blade, that flipping, that infinitesimal point, where out-breath becomes in-breath and in-breath becomes out-breath. Focus your mind on that infinitesimal point. We're not trying to find it, we're only trying to seek it. And that sharpens the mind. It's using our dopamine system. And it sharpens the mind to focus tighter and tighter. So continue to breathe in this manner, a few more breaths. When you feel comfortable doing so, invite your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open. As you've sharpened your mind on the stone of the breath, we're ready for our warm-ups. We'll begin from head to toe. Beginning with what we call the yoga neck roll. Take a deep breath in, our head floats like a balloon on a string, and this time we purse our lips. As we let the air out of the balloon, our chin drops to our chest. And when we inhale again, we inhale and we sweep one ear past one shoulder. We exhale across the chest, inhale opposite ear past opposite shoulder. Exhale slowly across the chest, inhale ear past shoulder. Continue in this manner from side to side. Let your inner ear calibrate with your diaphragm. Beautifully done. rocking from side to side. Getting ready for all that follows. On your next exhale, as your chin drops to your chest in the middle, inhale it upright, and we work into the upper shoulder girdle, the upper respiratory sinus. Begin to loop those shoulder girdles forward and upward as you inhale. Bring them around backward, squeeze them downward and backward as you exhale. And continue in this manner. Loop those shoulder blades forward and upward every time you breathe in. Squeeze them downward and backward every time you blow out. Roll those shoulders. And begin to warm up your upper respiratory sinus as we work our way down our upper extremities. Begin to loop the elbows. You can cross wrists with gentle fists at the bottom and loop back, opening the chest with every inhale. Beautifully done. And as you loop the elbows, the next time your hands drop, you might open them with palms up. Begin opening the arms as you breathe in this manner. Inhale, and then exhale down. And if your knees join you, all the better. Beautifully done. Open the chest with every inhale. Look to the sky if you're pulled to do so. And as you inhale up, opening, exhale down. When you feel ready, you can go back to crossing those wrists with gentle fists and just throwing those elbows a few more times. Well done. Then when you're ready, simply return to the shoulder blades where we began, looping forward and upward, squeezing downward and backward. As we begin to work into our mid-thoracic, our middle respiratory sinus, when your hands drop again, you can relax all this. Turn your eyes towards one hand and begin to scoop and toss behind you, looping and scooping with each hand. And your eyes can follow your hand can follow your breath can follow your mind. As you loop and scoop from side to side. Beautifully done. And from the hands, work your way up your upper extremities and begin to throw an elbow loop from side to side. Gentle fists, rolling. Turning your trunk, shifting your weight. Let your body get into it. Beautifully done. And then up into the shoulder girdles. Rock each shoulder girdle as you loop from side to side, just as we did before. But now we're working the mid and lower respiratory sinus into it. And since we're already rocking and rolling from side to side, we can go right into our pellet drum down for the lower thoracic. Just go ahead and turn from side to side. Let your arms flail. Keep that breathing deep and slow, quiet and even. And after you've done from side to side, like so, you can go right into the pellet drum. Use the momentum of your trunk turn and slap or tap top of the opposite shoulder. Beautifully done. After you've done so, slapping or tapping the top of the shoulder, work to the top of the chest. Give yourself a nice slap or tap, whichever you prefer, up at the top of the chest, around the collarbone. And then drop to those floating ribs underneath your rib cage, the ones that squeeze out that little bit of extra air at the bottom of every breath cycle. After you've worked the bottom of the rib cage, let the hands drop to the hips. Just give yourself some light slaps and taps of the hips from side to side. Well done. Now we'll invite our hands to drift to our hips. We'll begin big hula hoop loops, looping the hips. Warming up. Man, I haven't done this in 2 weeks. I really need this. Give yourself some nice loops. Loop up that whole lower body, the lower dantian. As you breathe deeply, whichever direction you chose is fine. Simply pause and loop in the opposite direction. Unwind what you've wound. Get that whole lumbopelvic hip complex loosened up. as you breathe slowly and deeply. And after you've breathed in this manner for a while, invite yourself to settle in the middle. Shift weight over to one foot, raise the opposite heel and loop the knee. Let the ankle and foot follow along obediently, kind of like a whipsaw. And after you've gone in one direction, go in the opposite direction. Beautifully done. Then allow yourself to shift weight onto that foot. Raise the opposite heel, loop the knee. And after a few inward loops, pause for a few outward loops. Well done. Now invite your center of gravity to settle within your base of support. All that's left are the hands, wrists, and forearms. Remember your Lao Gong points. Gentle fists, raise all fingers except the middle. That's your Lao Gong point. So begin to take a deep breath in and then exhale your palms down towards your lap. Inhale your palms up towards your heart. Exhale the palms towards your lap. And if you feel your knees falling in line with your breath and your hands, it's all good. Inhale and rise. Exhale and fall. Qigong breathing to prepare us for our next visualization before we start. We know lovingly as cleansing the inner body, a classic Qigong visualization. So again, if you can do so comfortably with eyes closed, invite them to close and use the powerful visualization. As you inhale, you imagine a glowing mist forming in the core of the earth, rising through the soles of the feet, all the way through the inner body to the upper dantian, the mind's eye center. When you exhale and your palms melt back down, imagine that glowing mist in the upper dantian formed a glowing cloud. That glowing cloud formed a glowing rain, and that glowing rain washes down those trillions of cells of your inner body through the soles of your feet and back into the earth. So this classic visualization is breathing into and out of the earth beneath you. With every inhale, a glowing mist rises. With every exhale, a glowing rain falls and it washes the inner body. It also washes those three energy centers we're breathing between, washing down the upper dantian, the middle dantian, the lower dantian, those three smooth river rocks. We imagine that we carefully gather, balance, and stack on life's river's edge. When your hands rise again, invite them to pause at heart height in a hugging stance we know lovingly as stand like tree, a classic Tai Chi stance, a meditative stance. And this is where we take inventory of our alignment. So with long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and our heavy tail melt downward. And between them, our spine gently stretches with every breath. This is known as the string of pearls in the ancient Asian literature. Our hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging a long-lost loved one. Our feet are parallel in a firm-rooted stance like a mighty oak on a mountaintop. And our three energy centers rest peacefully on one another, as if we carefully gathered, balanced, and stacked three perfectly smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. And with eyes closed, with soft knees, and soft belly, and soft breath, we visualize our warm-ups from head to toe, the yoga neck roll and the shoulder rolls, the pellet drum and the windmills, the stirring of the bowl and the great bear swings. After we've breathed in this manner for a few more times, we allow our hands the slow journey downward till our thumbs find their destination crossed over our belly button and our folded fingers warm on the cauldron of the body. And through closed eyes, pursed lips as if blowing through a straw, we visualize blowing on the embers of the cauldron of the body, and as we do, we delight in the growing, glowing light. With each extended exhale, the embers respond, and with each deep ensuing inhale, we draw the light upward and outward, filling our inner galaxy with light, warm, silken chi energy. As we continue to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the body, and the light draws upward, we begin to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the heart, the middle dantian, the home of compassion, the home of emotion, the home of the heart center. We blow on the embers of both cauldrons, filling the inner galaxy with light, spilling beyond our inner galaxy, bathing the space between us with light, warm, silken chi energy. May your body be strong. May your heart be calm. If your eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as your hands begin to melt to your side, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open as a butterfly might leave a flower. Welcome back. We are ready. We step into the center of our little boat, feet side by side. The hand on this side of your screen makes the gentle fist that floats before your heart. The hand on this side covers it, and together we take a deep breath in to straighten. We slowly exhale and bow to one another in a gesture of mutual respect. As we inhale ourselves back upright in gratitude for the tradition, when we exhale, our hands melt down. And when we inhale again, we inhale up overhead, our fingers a few inches apart as we exhale down our center line, centering the chi. We do one more. This time our palms come together. In deference to the Shaolin, we inhale, palms together. We exhale only to the heart center as the Shaolin do, out of respect for what they teach us. When we inhale, elbows rise and wrists straighten. When we exhale, hands melt down and we are centered, ready to go. We step back out into our little boat, unlock our knees, and when we inhale, our hands up again about an inch apart. When we exhale down, we follow the breath, inhaling and rising, exhaling and falling. Beautifully done. Continue in this manner. This is syncing the chi. You're calibrating how high you reach, how low you go. Your only goal is to keep those three smooth river rocks resting peacefully on one another. Beautifully done. Sync the chi. Well done. When your hands rise again, up at the top, invite them to cross wrists with gentle fists. And exhale yourself down as low as you can comfortably. And then inhale, reaching as high as you can comfortably, crossing wrists again. This we know lovingly as gathering chi. It's also known as embracing yin and yang, depending on the tradition you follow. But you decide how high you reach, how low you go. Your only goal is to keep those three smooth river rocks resting peacefully on one another. Never tipping them forward, never tipping them backward. Rising and falling. Beautifully done. Now, when your hands rise again, let them line up parallel with each other and let them drop in front of you, arms extended. Open palms. When you get to the bottom, inhale them back up to heart height, and then exhale back down again and continue in this manner. We know this is opening the door. Opening the door is the opening move in formal Tai Chi routines like the Yang 24, the Yang 40, the Yang 104. Always begins with opening the door. But in formal routines, when you exhale yourself down, whatever height you wind up is where you stay through the entire routine. We're allowing ourselves to rise and fall and just feel the flow. Well done. When your hands rise again, coming up, I'm going to invite you to cross your wrists, palms up, and begin to trace two small circles. This move coming up, and you can start now if you'd like, is known as closing the door. So you'll see this at the end of formal routines. This is how it's all finished up after you've done those 23 other moves or 39 other moves or 103 other moves. And all that's left after this in formal routines is to simply bow. We're using it again to find the flow, rising and falling, closing the door. Because we always want to challenge our balance and challenge our strength, in strong Qigong, in a moment we'll shift weight over one foot, and as we make these loops, the other foot will gently kick slowly in the opposite direction. Now it'll challenge our balance, that's the idea, and you just do the best you can, and then after you've kicked, you'll switch feet and do it to the other side, and we'll just do it from side to side a little bit. This is known as the high kick with heel, but you don't have to do it high. You can even just tap your heel out on the other side. When you feel ready and comfortable, simply shift weight over, making these circles, and gently kick, and then switch. As you inhale up, you exhale and kick. You go from side to side. Smooth transition. Don't worry about being perfect. Strong Qigong, we're getting in the flow. Well done. Inhale and rise. Exhale, kick. The high kick with heel. Beautifully done. After you've done a few more high kicks with heel, when you feel comfortable doing so, just return to closing the door and continue to breathe. Inhale and rise, exhale and fall. Well done. Then we'll do a larger circle, known in Tai Chi as the fountain. It's also known as bathing in the fountain. And as before, you decide how low you go and how high you reach. Just remember your 3 smooth river rocks. Do your best to keep them stacked on one another. And on your next way down, drop as low as you feel you can go. Then inhale deeply, all the way out as you exhale down, and continue in this manner. This is the fountain, rising with each breath, falling with each breath. The fountain in Tai Chi. Beautifully done. Well done. Now, when your hands drop again, I'm going to invite you to let your fingertips wind up just ever so slightly across from one another in your lap, and in the same breath pattern, inhale up your body, and then exhale out and down. You don't have to drop as low. This is the first of the 8 brocades. This is known as holding up heavens like a pillar. We rise with each breath. We fall with each breath. Well done. When your hands drop again, invite them to pause and resume where we started, sinking your chi. Pause at the bottom, inhale up, and exhale down. Beautifully done. And when your hands drop again, pause at the bottom and open the door. Inhale in front of you, exhale down. Well done. Let the knees and hands float, the knees and hands melt, concert with your breath. When your hands rise again, prepare to let them spread wide. Find your alignment. Stand, light, tree. So with long neck and light head floating upward, our heavy shoulders and our heavy tail melt downward. And between them, with every breath, the spine gently stretches in the string of pearl. The hands hover as if we're tenderly hugging that long-lost loved one. The feet are parallel in that firm-rooted stance like a mighty oak on a mountaintop. And those three energy centers rest peacefully on one another, as if we carefully gathered, balanced and stacked, three smooth river rocks on life's river's edge. With soft knees and soft belly, soft breath and soft gaze, best of all eyes closed, we feel the echoes of the chi we stirred. We see the dance in our mind's eye, we choose our favorites. From gathering the chi, through opening the door to closing the door, through the high kick with heel, to bathing in the fountain, to the Badwa Jin, the 8 brocade. And if our eyes are closed, we enjoy it as our hands begin the slow journey downward again. The thumbs cross over the belly button, the folded fingers warming on the cauldron of the body beneath them. We resume blowing on the embers, the cauldron of the heart and the cauldron of the body. And as we do, we delight in the glowing, growing light. As the embers respond and we draw the light through those trillions of cells upward, and finally we begin in gratitude to blow on the embers of the cauldron of the mind. The mind's eye center, the upper dantian that gave us this beautiful inward show. We blow on the embers of all three cauldrons, filling the inner galaxy with the brightest light yet, spilling beyond the inner galaxy, bathing the space between us, spilling beyond the space between us, bathing the world around us, spilling beyond the world around us and bathing life itself in light, warm, silken chi energy. May your body stay strong. May your heart stay calm. May your mind stay sharp. May your spirit stay free. Yi-Dao, Qi-Dao means where the mind goes, Qi follows. Where energy goes and intention goes, the energy flows. Choose wisely. And if our eyes are closed, enjoy it a moment longer as the hands begin to melt to your side, only inviting your eyes to gently, slowly flutter open as a butterfly might leave a flower. Welcome back. We step into the center of our little boat. Our hands very slowly inhale up overhead till they're an inch apart. Just as slowly and deliberately exhale down your center line, centering your chi one final time as promised at the beginning. So the hand on this side of your room or screen floats before your heart in a gentle fist. The hand on this side covers it, and together we take a deep breath in to straighten, and we slowly exhale and bow, and you give yourselves a round of applause for being the light you made in the world today. Thank you very much.